क्लास 9th। आज हम सोशल साइंस की वर्कशीट 65 करेंगे जो हिस्ट्री चैप्टर 1 द फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन से रिलेटेड है। दिस इज़ रिवीजन 3 वर्कशीट ऑफ फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन। इसमें हमारे सोर्स बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है 4 मार्क्स के। आपको पैराग्राफ दिया हुआ है, आपने पैराग्राफ को रीड करना है और जो क्वेश्चंस आपसे पूछे गए उनके आंसर्स देने हैं आपने। तो हम पैराग्राफ फर्स्ट स्टार्ट करते हैं। Paragraph first. Peasants made up about 90% of the population. However, only a small number of them owned the land they cultivated. About 60% of the land was owned by nobles, the church, and the richer members of the third estate. The members of the first two estates, that is, the clergy, and the nobility enjoyed certain privileges by birth. The most important of these was exemption from paying taxes to the state. The nobles further enjoyed feudal privileges. These included feudal dues, which they extracted from the peasants. Peasants were obliged to render services to the lord, to work in his house and fields, to serve in the army, or to participate in building roads. Now question number 1. What percentage of population was of peasants? So answer is peasants made up about 90% of the population. Question number 2. Which estate had privileges by birth? Answer number 2. Members of the first two estates, that is, the clergy and the nobility, enjoyed certain privileges by birth. Now, question number 3. Apart from paying taxes, or what other works peasants had to do? So, answer is peasants were obliged to render services to the lord, to work in his house and fields, to serve in the army, or to participate in building roads. Now question number 4. What was the most important privilege that the first and second estate got? So answer is the most important privilege to the first and the second estates was exemption from paying taxes to the state. Now paragraph 2. The ideas of liberty and democratic rights were the most important legacy of the French revolutions. These spread from France to the rest of Europe during the 19th century, where feudal systems were abolished. Colonized people reworked the idea of freedom from bondage into their movement to create a sovereign nation state. Now question number 1. What was the most important legacy of French Revolution? So answer is the ideas of liberty and democratic right were the most important legacy of the French Revolution. Question number 2. What was the cause of abolition of feudal system in Europe? So answer number 2 is the spread of ideas of freedom and democratic right was the main reason for abolition of feudal system in Europe. Now question number 3. How did the French Revolution affect Europe? So answer is the first clear expression of nationalism came with the French Revolution in 1789. During 19th century, nationalism emerged as a force in Europe and led to the emergence of nation states in place of multinational dynastic empires. Now question number 4. Question number 4. How did the French Revolution affect slavery? So answer number 4 is the powerful ideas of freedom and equality that circulated in Europe after the French Revolution led to the abolition of slavery. Now paragraph 3. Women were disappointed that the Constitution of 1791 reduced them to passive citizens. They demanded the right to vote, to be elected in the assembly, and to hold political office. Only then they felt would their interests be represented in the new government. So question number 1. Who were given the status of active citizen by the Constitution of 1791? So answer is the only men above 25 years of age who paid taxes equal to at least 3 days of a laborer's wage were given the status of active citizen. That is, they were entitled to vote. Now, question number 2. Which demands were put forward by the women? So answer number 2 is women demanded the right to vote, to be elected to the assembly, and to hold political office. Question number 3. Why did women put forward the demand of political right? The answer is women demanded political rights for political and social equality. Now question number 4. Which change may occur if women get equal rights? So answer is equal rights for women will increase social equality and increase women's participation in the development of the country. Now paragraph 4. In addition to merchants and manufacturers, the third estate included professions such as lawyers or administrative officials. All of these were educated and believed that no group in society should be privileged by birth. Rather, a person's social status must depend on his merit. Social position must depend on his merit. Now, question 1. Which groups were included in the third estate? The answer is the third estate consisted of big businessmen, merchants, court officials, lawyers, peasants and artisans, small peasants, landless labor, servants. Now, question 2. Were the rich priests also a part of the third estate? Answer is no. The rich priests or clergy were part of the first estate. Now question number 3. What were the views of third estate about the privileges? Answer number 3. The people of the third estate believed that no group in society should be privileged by birth. People of the third estate believed that no group in society should be privileged by birth. Now question number 4. According to the members of the third estate, what should be the basis of social position? Now answer number 4. According to the members of the third estate, the basis of social position must depend on his merit. Now worksheet 65 आपकी ख़त्म हुई. It's all finished.